Last year we flew from San Diego to Colorado, spent Christmas with my daughter and her family. But this year I think we're going to drive. I just don't feel comfortable being in airports and on planes around all those people with this virus going on. So anyway, we're going to drive. Driving has its challenges also. Driving through the Rockies in the winter, there's always a chance of snow or a blizzard, and we don't have snow tires. Don't really need them here in San Diego, but I do need to be prepared just in case we do run into some bad weather. When I was at the service center a couple months ago, the Tesla tech said that the rear tires on all Teslas wear out first before the front tires do. I think it's because the motors are bigger in the back and you have more power and regen braking occurs from those tires. Anyway, I checked my tires and sure enough they're about a 1/16 of an inch more wear on the rear than the front. So yeah, so one of the things I'm going to do today is rotate the tires. This is not exactly required, but I want to do it because I want all the tires to wear out evenly and at the same time, because I don't want to be making 2 trips to the store to replace the back 2 tires first and then the front 2 tires 5,000 miles later. Now I have 5,000 miles on the Tesla, and the owner's manual says to change them at 6,250 miles. Yeah, I'll be halfway to Colorado by that time, so I think I'll change them now in the warmer weather and wait and do it later. If you look under a Tesla, you're going to see a large flat battery pack and a bunch of plastic panels. That doesn't leave many places to jack up the car, but Tesla does provide 4 jack points, and you have to use those. And the best thing is to get some jack pads that can go right up in there so that your jack itself doesn't punch a hole in the battery. My tires are 19-inch and they're an all-season tire, rated for mud and snow, but they're still not that great in the winter.
Cold wind is blowing hard.
If you do live in snow country, then it's probably the best thing to get another set of rims, either the 18 or 19-inch with some good snow tires, and use those. You get a lot better grip in the cold weather. So if it's going to be bad weather like that, I'll just go another day. You want to check your tire pressure before a trip, and a couple times a year anyway. It's easy to do in a Tesla. To check your tire pressure, just swipe this way. Yeah, and as soon as you drive just a little bit, then it will start reading your pressure sensors. There we go. In winter, sloppy weather, a lot of times you use more washer fluid just to get that slime and snow and crap off your windshield. And the tank is really big, it's 4.5 liters. I don't think I'm going to use all that up, but I am concerned maybe it's going to freeze. Because here in San Diego, they don't sell winter formula washer fluid. When I get to Denver, the stuff they sell there is good for minus 20 degrees. Yeah, I called customer service and asked them about the washer fluid, but they really couldn't tell me if it was a winter or summer blend. They just said I should be fine driving to Denver, and if there's any problems, the screen will tell you. In the meantime, I'll just add some alcohol. I got some IPA that's 99%, and that should lower the freezing point, so hopefully it'll be okay. Another thing I do to prepare is to bring some emergency supplies just in case. Bring some blankets, some gloves. Just assume that maybe you get stuck and you got to wait for a tow or something like that. So bring a little food and water, baby wipes to clean up, or in my case some dude wipes, You might as well assume you're going to be tracking snow into your car. Might be a good idea to have some all-weather floor mats, or at least some rags that you can knock snow and stuff off your boots before you get in. For removing snow, I'll just use a silicone wiper here. Yeah, I use this to clean off the water from all the glass, but it'll work in an emergency, so I think I'll be good with that. I'm not sure what kind of restaurant services we're going to find along the way. Yeah, a lot of places are closed, and so we're going to bring all our food for a 2-day trip. I got this Tasmanian cooler for the hot weather, but it should work fine in the cold weather too. It'll keep our food from freezing solid. I also insulated the hood, and that'll help it from freezing also. I expect some temperatures to get down, maybe as low as 0. Preheat your car before you leave. The battery will warm up as you're driving and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, you're going to lose a little bit of range doing that way, and you might as well heat the car up in the battery while you're still plugged in and use that power instead from your battery. On a long trip, it's always a good idea to set your navigation to a supercharger. That way the car will automatically heat the battery up and have a precondition, so the charging will be quicker. The Tesla navigation system is really great, but it's not good for planning beforehand because it always does real-time data. So for example, right now, so if I do the set the navigation now, it just uses current conditions. Yeah, and it says I have to go supercharge before I get going. I'll be charging at home before I set out, so I'll be able to avoid that entirely. So what I use for planning is a better route planner. You can get it on your phone or on the website on your computer. We're going to start at 100%, and first stop is Yermo. And there you can set in when you want to leave, the state of charge when you want to leave, set minimum charge, maximum charge, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, it works really great for planning your trip. Okay, we're all prepared. I just checked the weather forecast for next week when we leave, and they expect a few snow flurries in the mountains, but that should be fine. We made this same exact trip in July, so if you'd like to see how Grandpa does in the cold, slippery weather for comparison, I'll let you know when we get back in a few weeks. For now, stay safe, and I'll see you when we get back.